If you think these young stars are good now, just wait until they hit their peak. That's why we're saluting the greatest NHLers under 25 today on The Lineup. Welcome to The Lineup, the only game show to win both a Hart Trophy and a Razzie. I'm your host, Adam Reed. Let's see what guests we've got lined up. Welcome to the show, Fred Bohbot.
Thanks.
You are an Oscar-winning film producer, and you get to hang out with some pretty cool people, including that one time you got up close and personal with Henry Kissinger?
Yeah. We were interviewing Henry Kissinger, and we had him set. He had mustard.
Oh, you're doing a demonstration for us, too. Okay.
He had mustard on his shirt, and he was slouched over, so I had to fix his tie, and I ended up with my hands
You grabbed this package.
A little too close to his package.
All right, all right. How'd that make you feel?
Uncomfortable.
Okay, good. Randy Thomas, you're an actor. We saw you play Toe Blake alongside Roy Dupree in The Rocket.
Yeah.
I heard you also got up close and personal with a celebrity. That was on the film of Gothica.
Yeah, Gothica with Halle Berry. I was Robert Downey Jr.'s stand-in, and I got upgraded one day and had to finish some scenes with her. I ended up spending the whole day laying on top of her in her t-shirt and her panties.
Look at you.
Unfortunately, though, the scene required that she'd be crying hysterically. So it wasn't quite how I dreamed it would be, but I'll take it.
Well, you'll take it. You'll take it. You guys will be faced off against these guys. Team Blue, Jesse Feret, you're a sports commentator. You had a little run-in with Ryan White when you were preparing for your interview with him, correct?
Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to follow the Halle Berry thing, but yeah, here goes. Basically, I had Ryan White planned out to come on the show. We were actually going to talk about, how he loses teeth and he's one of those, sandpaper-type players. And unfortunately, about 10 minutes before he's supposed to come to studio, he gets a slap shot to the mouth at practice.
No way.
So ironically enough, he can't even come on for the very reason I wanted to have him on.
Look at that.
So,
Did you make that happen? Is that like bad omen? Is that what you're doing?
Apparently, I don't know. I didn't have luck that day.
One thing's for sure is you are going to have some luck on your side because you were paired up with Derek Allen. You work at WatchMojo. You've laid a top 10 list or two in your day.
A few of them.
In your first year being with WatchMojo, you created a list with a controversial choice, and they're still not letting it go.
Yeah, I was picking top 10 NHL players of all time, and for some reason I chose Lemieux over Gretzky.
What's there to debate? What's there to debate? I agree with you, Mario Lemieux.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
Mario Lemieux over Wayne Gretzky?
Yeah.
I'd take that any day.
Okay,
I'm on his team, so I'm just not going to say
I'm going to
anything.
go online. I'm going to back you on that one.
Okay.
Teams, welcome to the lineup. Over the next 3 periods, our teams are going to engage in a battle of knowledge and strategy on their way to creating a list of the top 10 greatest NHLers under 25. The hockey pros at WatchMojo have selected 20 players who they feel are most likely to make this list. Gentlemen, this is your draft pool. To qualify for this list, players have to be under the age of 25 as of January 1st, 2017. So some great young skaters like Vladimir Tarasenko missed the cut by a matter of days. Oh, and just for fun, we've hit in a couple of names. Those are wild cards. You can pick those at any time. Now, we've also selected a player who we feel is most likely to be at the top of the list, and that is our MVP, Connor McDavid. He's off the table for now. Team Red, out of curiosity, what is your criteria when you're determining your picks?
I like plus minus. Career plus minus.
Okay.
And I like injuries. I like workhorses that are going to be around and aren't going to miss a lot of games.
What about future potential? Are you talking about the length of time they've been in the league? Is it the age to what they've accomplished? What about their playing profile?
I don't know. I mean,
Winners. I think also, too, the list who we're going to pick is going to be people that have won all the way up, because I think a winner's a very special person.
Team Blue, you agree with that?
I agree with that, but I also have to say that I want to go for the guys that have a lot of potential, the guys that are, they have the raw hockey sense. Sometimes the best players are not on the best teams, and I'm sure there's some guys on this list that we could vouch for in that sense. So, some of the guys that put up the numbers, of course, plus or minus is important, but at the same time, if you're playing with Buffalo or something, it doesn't necessarily translate to how much skill you actually have. So yeah, we're going to look at those.
Derek?
I'm going pure excitement. These are some of the most exciting guys in the league. So if they make me want to watch SportsCenter every morning, I'm picking them.
All right. You already have these guys in your back pocket. Look at this, too easy. Gentlemen, the stage is set. Let's start drafting. In the entry draft, each team will have the chance to pick some players to get them started. We'll go back and forth playground style until both teams have their first 3 players. You guys won the NHL 94 match on Super Nintendo backstage. Well done, guys. Look at you. You guys get the first pick.
All right.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking we got to go with Patrick Laine, man.
Your pick. You go for him.
I'm going to go with Patrick Laine.
Patrick Laine surpassed the 30-goal mark with ease in his rookie season. He claims Alex Ovechkin was his idol growing up, and with his big frame and penchant for goal scoring, it certainly shows. Well done. Team Red,
That was a really good pick they made, because obviously they heard us talking about it. But go ahead.
Are you saying Team Blue's cheating? Is that what you're saying, Randy
They've
Thomas?
been listening to us all day.
Whatever we got to do, man. Whatever we got to
That's
do.
fair, that's right.
Team Red, your pick.
We're going with Austin Matthews.
Austin Matthews scored all 4 of Toronto's goals in his NHL debut, making him the first ever NHL rookie to achieve such an impressive start to a career. Nice. How are you guys going to counter that?
Patrick Liney's better. I'll just tell you straight up. I mean, both teams don't necessarily, both guys don't play on necessarily the best teams, okay? But Patrick Liney, I just think he's just so crafty. I mean, the first time he struggled is when he got hit in the middle of the ice, and then he bounced back, and I think his first game back, he already got a couple of points.
So having said that, what are you going with on your next pick?
Next pick, I don't know. I'm thinking you go. I want to go for Eichel.
You want to go with that? We'll go with Eichel.
Jack Eichel.
Jack Eichel. Done. What was that laugh for, Randy Thomas?
Like a minus
You watched the guy
16.
play?
Yeah, he's like a huge
Buffalo.
minus.
On Buffalo.
And he's hurt. He's got a massive
Yeah,
injury record.
But as soon as he comes back, he leads the league in scoring.
Team Red,
Right.
shut these guys
So
up with
is
your
Patrick
pick. Who's it
Roy
going to be?
coming up. We're going to go with Tyler Seguin.
Tyler Seguin. Seguin won the Stanley Cup as a rookie with the Bruins in 2011, but was then traded to the Dallas Stars. Since then, he has had 3 straight 30-plus goal seasons and has become one of the NHL's best and most dynamic goal scorers. Look at you, Randy Thomas. Not just an
He's a
actor.
winner.
An actor with substance, sports substance. All
I
right,
wish,
gentlemen.
I wish I can play with Jamie Benn and all those guys too, but you know what?
There's a little knock there. Team Blue, I need your pick.
Go for it.
You want to go? You know what? I think we discussed a little bit. I think we'll go with Kucherov.
Nikita Kucherov was tied for the best plus-minus in the league with plus 38 in his rookie season, where he also scored 65 points. Kucherov is 1/3 of the triplets line in Tampa Bay, alongside Tyler Johnson and Andre Palat. He just went plus-minus on you. Are you going to take that, Frederic Bohbot?
And that is actually my pick, so I'll take the next plus-minus, Kuznetsov.
All right. Kuznetsov done.
Second
Excellent.
best. Why not? Why not?
All right, gentlemen, I got to tell you, those picks are smoking, but we're about to turn up the heat a little bit. Here comes the next period. It's time for game night. If our teams want to get the best possible players for the next 7 draft picks, they will need to rely on their hockey knowledge, because game night is all about trivia. Every time a team answers a question correctly, they get to draft first. The first 2 questions are a one-on-one trivia showdown. Whoever buzzes in first gets to answer. If they get it wrong, the other team can steal. And if neither of them get it right, the person who buzzed in first wins the round and gets the pick. Jesse Fred, come on up.
You got it.
Do it, buddy.
You got it.
I like how you were thinking about coming up here on that one. You're like,
I'm not sure I
that.
want to do it.
Here we go, gentlemen. There are plenty of big cities that have churned out top-tier talent. Montreal, Toronto, Detroit, etc. But don't underestimate those small-town boys. Which 2 first overall draft picks grew up in the small town of Cole Harbour, Nova Scotia?
I got to go with Nathan McKinnon and Sidney Crosby.
That's
You're wrong.
correct. That was a fake. I gave you a fake. Well done, Team Blue. McKinnon grew up with Crosby memorabilia all over his bedroom. All right, we'll have you guys join your teammates. Let's pull up the draft pool, and you guys get the pick. Team Blue, go ahead.
You picked. This is yours. You won that one.
All right. So I kind of hinted earlier at a guy that I had in mind, and I think I'm going to stick with him, Johnny Hockey, Johnny Gaudreau.
Johnny Gaudreau, nicknamed Johnny Hockey, is the first Flames rookie to score 50 points since Jerome McGinley in 1996-97. He was tied for 6th in the league for points in his sophomore season and has played in 3 straight All-Star games. Nice pick.
And
How
never,
you gonna counter that?
and never will play in the playoffs. And when he does, he's going to get crushed.
All right. On that note, your counter pick.
A little shrimp salad over there. Who do we say we were going to go with here? What do we want? I like Forsberg. Philip Forsberg.
All right. We're moving on. Come on up. Derek, Randy.
Notice how they got nothing to say about that.
It's a good pick. I will say
were
that.
too confident.
Pretty solid. You're on fire, Randy Thomas. Derek, going up against a big boy here.
Yeah, he looks
Mr.
too
Toe
comfortable.
Blake himself.
Oh, I put my hand.
Here we go. This young Calgary Flames winger had his nickname literally trademarked.
Johnny Hockey, Johnny Gaudreau.
That is correct. At 5'8", 155 pounds, Gaudreau is not only the smallest player in the NHL, but of any professional North American sport league. Look at that. Well done. All right, we'll have you join your teammates. Head on back.
Came back to bite you,
We'll
man.
pull up the draft pool.
Oh, man.
Team Blue, you've earned
I
the
knew
first pick again.
I knew
Nothing
the
to
answer.
say.
I just wanted to give you guys a shot at this.
Nothing to say
all.
now.
I knew the answer.
You're hoping for bad picking, right? That's your strategy. Okay. Team Blue,
One
your
of the
pick.
top guys on my fantasy team, Ryan Johansson.
Ryan Johansson. All right, your counter pick, Team
bad,
Red.
dude?
Terrible pick.
Let's do that. Let's do it.
John Gibson.
John Gibson.
Yeah.
Who's that?
We need a good
Yeah,
goalie. Come on, we need
It's
a
a
goalie.
goalie with a nine. He's got a 920 save average. In 2 years, he's a rookie. It's great.
Just making up
Rookie.
numbers.
All right, teams, For these next 2 questions, we're upping the stakes. Instead of getting 1 draft pick for a correct answer, teams will win 2. Also, the winner of this round gets a chance to really mess things up for the other team by forcing a trade so they could take their least desirable player and swap it out for the other team's top pick. I'll read out a question that will require a team to place 4 items in the right order. Teams can choose to play the question, or they can just pass it. Being right wins you the next pick. This question's for you, Team Red. Having the C on your jersey comes with a lot of responsibility, but sometimes young players prove themselves ready of that responsibility early on. Place these NHL captains in order from youngest to oldest at the time of their first game as a captain. Before I give you your options, do you want to play? Or you can just hand it over to these guys.
Just hand it off.
I think, yeah. We're going to
can
play.
do
Listen,
Screw
we
these
always
guys.
want the puck. We're not going to pass it off.
Here we go. Your options are Sidney Crosby, Gabriel Landeskog, Connor McDavid, Jonathan Toews. Go. Any personal favorites, Team Blue, on the list, on the draft pool?
You got to go with Connor McDavid on that one, man. I think he's the
What a
best player in the league
spectacular
right
player.
now. I mean, he's you got to look at Sidney Crosby too. He's still got all the points and everything, but what Connor McDavid's been able to do after destroying his collarbone, he comes back and still averages a point a game.
From a natural gifted standpoint, do you put him ahead of Sidney Crosby in terms of skill level?
Potential, I think
Wow.
he could. But I think what the leadership that Crosby has and what he's already able to do international,
Absolutely. And
NHL
how he makes
level,
other guys better around him.
yeah,
Absolutely.
he's the ultimate sports superstar.
All right, let's see if you guys are the ultimate sports superstars. Team Red, we asked you to place these NHL captains in order from youngest to oldest at the time of their first game as a captain. You guys said McDavid, Crosby, Toews, and Landeskog. And that is incorrect. It is Connor McDavid, Landeskog, Crosby, and then Toews. And this was a hard one since it was about less of a year that separates Toews and McDavid. So that was not easy. You didn't get it correct. Therefore, you guys get the next 2 picks, and you get to swap something out.
More importantly, who's this Landis?
Landeskog, captain of the Colorado Avalanche.
Whatever.
He gets overshadowed by some of the other
I need
guys.
your 2 picks, Team Blue.
Wait, in the 1920s?
Wild
I think,
card.
I
Do you want
think
to go
we're
wild
gonna
card?
go. Yeah, let's go with the wild card.
Wild card 1 or wild card 2?
Oh man,
2.
let's go with 2.
David Pastrnak, nicknamed
Not bad.
Pasta, Pasta by Bruins fans. This young phenom has already cleared the 100 career points milestone with no signs of slowing down. All right, your second pick?
And it's, by the way, that was draft pick number 2, like the deuce of that your team is going to be. Okay.
Yeah,
So
he's
just
lighted
continue
it
on.
Nice one.
He's
Keep
lighted
it
it
Do we
up.
get 2 picks after this?
Your
too?
second pick? You do. Your second pick,
I
Team
think we
Blue.
go wild card again.
You want 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go wild card
card.
again.
Wild card 1. Team Blue, you've earned yourself Nathan McKinnon. Won the Calder Trophy in 2014 and is the youngest Avalanche player in team history to score a hat trick.
I'll
Look at you
take it.
guys.
He's
On
not
fire.
too bad. He's not too bad.
Team
Clean it
Red,
up.
your counter picks. Here we go.
Being a Habs fan, I got to choose Galchenyuk.
Galchenyuk, all right, and your second pick?
Solid. I think we'll go with Aaron Ekblad.
Excellent. Team Blue, you have the honor and privilege of taking one of their players and giving them one of the lower level players, if
The
you will.
worst players in
There
our
you go.
team
You said it,
are
I don't want to say it. There you go. Do the
better
swap.
than
That's right.
their best players.
Here we go. Who are you giving up and who are you stealing?
They're taking Gibson.
Who you want to take from them?
I think it's pretty obvious we want to grab Austin Matthews from them.
Deal.
Austin Matthews is now yours.
I'm thinking we give them Pasternak.
I was thinking McKinnon, so we might have to discuss this a little bit. My only beef is that I think Pasternak is playing on a really good team and he's lighting it up, whereas I
McKinnon's going to be a star.
Gentlemen, I need to
He
know
is
who
a
you're giving
star.
up.
you know what? Yeah, based on potential, we'll give up Pasternak.
Pasternak. All right, for
concede.
Austin Matthews.
I like Pasternak. I mean, I don't want to lose Matthews, but you know.
So you guys are okay with that? You guys are just
Absolutely.
shrugging it off? Yeah, it's fine. No problem. It's not a game changer for you guys?
Workhorse, long term, thinking long term.
You know, bring too many egos together and.
All right,
make a bad
all right.
team.
For this question, the winner once again gets 2 picks, and they get to go on the power play, meaning they get to send one of their opponents to the penalty box for the next round. This question's for you, Team Blue. The draft is a great opportunity for teams to get better, but it's never as simple as it may seem. Sometimes your first overall draft pick is a bust. Other times, your late round nobody turns out to be an all-star. Place these players in order, from highest to lowest draft pick in their respective draft pick year. Before I give you your options, do you wish to play? Or do you want to hand it over to these fine gentlemen?
Play.
Yeah, we'll play it.
We'll play.
Why not? We want the puck too.
What are you whispering over there, Team Red? I want to know what you're whispering there, Team Red.
It's all good.
What they've chosen is already there, right?
Yes, of course.
So you should just pass the test because we would have got it wrong.
Here we go. Here we go.
That's a sign of respect.
Team Blue, your options are Zetterberg, Yakupov, Perry, and Eichel. Go. Question for you, Team Red. Connor McDavid at 19 is the captain. Do you think that that's too soon?
No, he's the leader on the team.
Okay. So age for you in terms of experience, you have no issue giving that to a 19-year-old. 19 years old, Fred.
I do. I'll disagree with that because I think that at 19, like you look at he'll take. I think it might have been good just to give him a year or two to rack up some points, some confidence, give him an A, and have somebody guide him.
Yeah,
guide him into that spot.
Added pressure for no reason, as far as I'm concerned.
He's been wearing it very well.
Yeah,
he's been wearing it very well.
That's right.
Absolutely, yes. But again, it's business, right? Why they did that, and they sell more shirts.
All right, let's see if Team Blue is all business. We asked you to place these players in order from highest draft pick to lowest in their respective draft classes. You guys said Yakupov, Eichel, Henrik Zetterberg, and Corey Perry, and that is incorrect. It's Yakupov, Eichel, Perry, and then Zetterberg.
You would have done that too. You would have done that.
Totally.
The only player mentioned who isn't still with the team that drafted him is Nail Yakupov. All right, so you got that incorrect. Therefore, you have earned the next 2 picks, and you get to send one of these loudmouths to the penalty box. So let's start with your 2 picks.
Right. My thought would be, let's see, it's sure.
Ghostburger?
Gostis Bear. But I will accept Ghostburger.
Is that a cheese? Gostis Bear?
Gostis Bear. But I knew exactly who you meant. Your second pick?
Sure. Yeah. We'll
pick.
we'll take Fabry.
All right, Fabry, done. Your counter picks Team Blue.
All right.
You take the first one, I'll take the second.
You know what? We need a goalie, I think, right now. So we're gonna have to go with Peter Mrazek.
Peter Mrazek, all right, and your second pick?
Maybe a defenseman to round that out. Seth Jones, Popeye's son.
Seth Jones, all right.
Nugent-Hopkins gets no respect.
Gentlemen, you have the option and the power now to send one of these fine gentlemen to the penalty box. Who will it be, Team Red?
I think it's got to be the tower.
Yes,
Slim Jim over
absolutely.
there. Slim Jim.
100%.
Slim Jim,
All right.
a.k.a. Jesse Feret. You're taking 2 for the team. Get in that
Outta
penalty
here.
box. Team Red, you guys are feeling good?
Pretty good.
Yeah, I feel awesome.
All right.
Awesome.
Now that Team Red is on the power play, let's see how they do in the speed drill. Teams will have to answer 5 rapid-fire questions. Whoever gets more correct gets that sweet, sweet MVP pick, Connor McDavid. Teammates can work together on this one. Of course, one of our teams is shorthanded. The good news for them, though, in the case of a tie, they win. All right, gentlemen, here we go. There are many NHL family dynasties, from the Stastnys to the Hulls. But on the other end of the spectrum are great players whose relatives never managed to reach the same heights. For each of these famous last names in hockey, identify the family member who made it to the NHL but didn't quite live up to their family legacy. Question 1. Howe? Was it Marty Howe or George Howe? Question 2. Leach? Jamie Leach or Gordy Leach? Question 3. Blake? Bernie Blake or Mike Blake?
It's Mike Blake for sure.
Trottier? Was it Bill Trottier or Rocky Trottier? Question 5. Stahl? Jared Stahl or Mike Stahl? All right, teams, let's see how you did. Question number 1, Howe? Team Blue, you said George Howe. Team Red, you said Marty Howe. The correct answer is Marty Howe. Yes. Gordy's other son, Mark Howe, had a fantastic career, but his brother Marty couldn't quite get it going. Well done. Question 2, Leach. Team Blue, you said Gordy Leach. Team Red, you said the same thing. Correct answer is Jamie Leach. That's incorrect. He's the son of Reggie Leach, not Brian Leach. Jamie played with 2 cup-winning Pittsburgh teams, but not many games, and his name isn't even on the cup. All right, question 3, Blake. Team Blue, you said Mike Blake. Team Red, you said Bernie Blake. The correct answer is Mike Blake. Mike Blake, nephew of Toe Blake and no relation to the Hall of Famer Rob Blake.
Wow.
All right.
Wow.
Question 4, Trottier. Team Blue, you said Bill Trottier. Team Red, you said the same thing. I think it's Incorrect. The correct answer is Rocky Trottier. He's the brother of Brian Trottier, and he only played 38 NHL games. And by the way, on a side note, this might be the lowest score we've ever had on the lineup collectively. So congratulations, gentlemen, on that.
Yeah, baby.
But I will say this, a tie will do it for you. This next, all you need is a tie.
Play for the tie. Play
Here
for
we go.
the tie.
Question 5. Stahl, Team Blue. You said Jared Stahl. Team Red, you said Jared Stahl. Look at that. Jared Stahl is the correct answer. And you, sir, have earned yourself the MVP, Connor McDavid. Now the youngest captain in NHL history, McDavid is the 4th fastest active NHL player to reach 100 career points, and all signs point to him becoming the next great NHL superstar. How does that make you feel, Team Red?
Not very good.
No, but I'm not too upset about it, truthfully. Not at all.
Of course, you guys got Ryan Nugent-Hopkins as your last
Fantastic.
draft pick. All right, the draft pool is empty, and this stubble is driving me nuts. So that's the end of game night. It's now time for the final countdown. Team Blue, you're back at full strength. Welcome back from the penalty box.
Thank
you
you.
got it done.
Yeah, he nailed it, man. I was making a sandwich and everything, and he just went on, and it was tight, but he got it done.
All right, our teams will now rank their draft picks from 10 to 1 to create their list of the top 10 greatest NHLers under 25. Gentlemen, you have 60 seconds, and then we'll see whose list is the ultimate. Your 60 seconds starts now. Is it just me, or has the number of NHL players who are unable to grow a beard increased in the past few years? At the beginning of the 2016 season, there were 29 teenagers spread across the NHL. While many of these youngsters will probably end up being sent down to the minors, their initial ability to crack the lineup shouldn't be dismissed. 2 of the leading scorers, Austin Matthews and Patrick Laine, are too young to order a beer in the U.S. It appears that today's younger players are more equipped to handle the rigors of an 82-game season than in years past, with more and more teams willing to give them a chance to prove that they can skate with the big boys. Look, just look at the 2016 playoffs. Proven veteran Marc-Andre Fleury rode the bench, while 22-year-old Matt Murray backstopped the Penguins to a Cup championship. Look, the point is, times have changed, and now talent comes before age. And you could bet your bottom dollar that if teams could draft a 16-year-old with guaranteed scoring prowess, they would do it in a heartbeat. Speaking of guaranteed points and scoring, Team Blue, let's talk.
Well, our number 1 pick was pretty obvious. It was the All-Star, or the MVP, rather. We went with Connor McDavid.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then all the way down through, I mean, when you have a guy like Jack Eichel, who is one of the most talented guys out there, even at his age, at number 5, kind of says everything you
We're
need
feeling
to
good.
say.
Johnny Gaudreau, you spoke really highly of him, and you've only put him in number 6. Why is that?
Yeah, well, we dropped him a little bit because he loves Eichel, okay? and we discussed it a little bit, and I'm okay with it. So we dropped him one part in the standings there. but that's about
Nathan
it.
McKinnon, number 8.
Again,
Number 8!
Again, it speaks to the strength of our list.
Oh,
Look at
that's
the
how
guys
you're
ahead of
spinning it.
him.
else are
Look
we
at the
gonna
guys
put him?
ahead of him.
All right, let's see your list, Team Red. What do you got? Talk to us.
Well, we went with our leader, who's a Stanley Cup champion, Tyler Seguin.
He didn't play.
Hey, he's on a team, he's around. Winning, the culture of winning is very important in any professional sport. And then the rest of our team are a bunch of workhorses that don't get injured, have great plus minuses, and like I said, they don't miss games. And I think substance is going to beat flash in this case.
All right. You know what? If I had to make a pick, I think I'd give it to you guys. Good job, Team Blue. Well done. You guys still did a
Adam,
kick-ass
you're going
job.
for the flash too, man. I don't blame you.
Look at this guy. I love it. Thanks for taking the time. You guys did a great job. Your performance on the show was as good as your tan, as good as your hair. Thanks for taking the time, Fred Bohbot. Where can we catch you?
BoostTheMovie.com. It's
Very
coming
cool.
out in April across Canada and the U.S.
Excellent. Congratulations on your success.
you.
Randy Thomas,
Thank you.
you're all over the place, traveling the world and doing all kinds of fun stuff. Where can we catch you?
Yeah, a lot of fun. This summer I got a new series coming out on TV called 21 Thunder, professional soccer. So I've already done my professional hockey gigs. Now it's time to do some professional soccer.
Nice.
So it's fantastic.
You guys did a great job. Thanks for being on the lineup.
Thanks.
Team Blue, Jesse Feret, where can we catch you?
Well, right now I just want to actually put out that I'm working with a charity, Curling for Kids.
Awesome.
So right now it's there to support children's hospitals.
Are you selling tickets for that?
Yeah, we're selling tickets.
Put me down for one. I will
Perfect.
support that. I will
Perfect.
do that. Well done and congratulations on your success.
Thank you.
Derek Allen, where can we catch you? Top 10 lists.
Keep watching WatchMojo. The subscribe button will be underneath this video somewhere. Keep pushing up our subscribe numbers.
Shameless plug. I love that. I love that. I thought Team Blue had the better list, but hey, I really don't understand millennials at all. No, I mean at all. Tell us in the comments who you thought had the stronger list. I'm Adam Reed, and we'll see you next time right here on The Lineup.